we are going to be doing the hot take phase. This is a segment where Dak and Nick T have found Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters hot takes. We have asked you, you have sent them in, and I am going to be rating them on a scale of cold, medium, or burning fire hot. And ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's begin the hot take phase. All right, first take, what do we got?
It says, I'm in favor of a Yu-Gi-Oh! Remake that's more faithful to the manga and adapts Yu-Gi-Oh! R, and that's all I want.
Not far from what we were talking
Hang on,
about
this
earlier,
is just a response to the opening monologue. But this does speak to what I was saying. This is a big request a lot of people want. Listen, Hades, I'm going to put you at cold. I mean, it is I have to put it as a mild take because this is, I think, one of the most common takes when it comes to a Yu-Gi-Oh! Remake, Yu-Gi-Oh! DM, whatever it may be. This is something a lot of people want. I've listed out in my monologue my concerns with it. If it was 1-to-1, if you're going to update the cards, if you're going to update the decks, if you're going to change some story beats and animate Yu-Gi-Oh! R, which I think would actually be incredible, I'm certainly more down for it. But yeah, first take here is going to be on the it's going to be on the mild, the honey mustard side, if you will. But Hades, thank you for the hot take.
The next one is mine here, and I'm giving a shout out to our homie Shiggy.
Oh, Shiggy's getting in on the fun. Love it. We love Shiggy's on this channel. Yes. We really do.
And Shiggy's take is my Duel Monsters hot take is that it is okay to skip Duelist Kingdom. It is the worst Duel Monsters arc. My other hot take is that the Virtual World arc is good, actually.
Wow.
That's two takes for the price of one.
It's two takes for the price of one.
Two takes.
We've got our first hot take. That is absolutely a hot take. To call Duelist Kingdom the worst arc in DM is definitely a hot one. So I love it. You know what? This is what the hot takes are all about. Your unpopular opinions, and she knows it's a hot take, and I love it. I would love to follow up with Shiggy's, and hopefully she'll be on the channel in exactly 30 days, where because she usually comes on for Jump Festa, which is always wonderful. It's the biggest guest we have on every single year, and she hopefully, I'm gonna grill her on this a little bit. I would love to know why she feels that way, because something I have seen over the years is people, especially people that really enjoy the card game, not loving Duelist Kingdom because it's before the established rules. And so when they watch Duelist Kingdom, it's like, what the hell is this? It's no different to a degree than like a Pokemon battle where there's just elements that are being made up as the fight goes on. I'm very, very interested to see what her rationale is. But yeah, it's a hot take. I mean, to say that's the worst arc is a hot take. To say Virtual World arc is good, I'd probably put in the middle, but both of those, for the DM take, for the Duelist Kingdom take, yeah, that's a hot one. Absolutely love that. So, love that. Great take there, Shiggies. All right, we got a hot one, boys. All right, what is the next one we got, Dak?
So the next one here was, hot take, the Yugi versus Kaiba duel at Battle City is not the best DM duel or even the best in Yu-Gi-Oh! As a whole. For me, in terms of DM, it's Yugi versus Atem, which I know is your second best. That duel has a theme of growing up, change, trying new things, and letting go of old things that once meant a lot to you, who, as someone with autism, can relate to is, as change is scary, I can relate to Yugi a lot in that duel. I just feel over time, Yugi versus Kaiba has gotten overrated and overhyped to the point where you see it number one on too many best duel lists, not just you, but everyone. And there isn't much diversity in the top pick. I mean, no disrespect or offense to you, obviously, and it's still an amazing duel, but I like to subvert expectations when ranking my duels for all shows.
Yeah, a lot said there. I'm actually going to say this is a cold take because I don't necessarily agree that like every list has it at number one. And Blader Smosh did also say it's an amazing duel, so I would imagine they still rate it very highly. I think if the take was Yugi versus Kaiba at Battle City is not a good duel, then I would say, okay, if you believe that, then yeah, I'll put that as a hot take. Preferring Yugi and Atem, I believe Watch Mojo, when they did their top 10 DM duels, they had Yugi versus Atem at number one. TGS Anime, I think, had the same 1-2 as me. Yugi and Atem at 2. Kaiba, Yugi, Battle City at 1. I think a lot of people feel those are like the two best in the show. But to say it's not the best in DM, I feel like I've definitely seen that take over the years. Blader, thank you so much for the hot take. But yeah, I mean, I think they still call it an amazing duel. You know, I'll put it as a cold take.
We got let me pull it up. I think it was this one. Hold on. Okay, yes. This one is from our very own Tyler DeBoer. It says, when it comes to legacy support for Duel Monsters era cards, Rush Duel support is exponentially more respectful to the original cards than the TCG OCG prints nowadays.
Well, Tyler is a huge Rush Duel guy. Huge Rush Duel guy. Man. You know, I do agree with this take. I'm gonna say it's like a middle take because I think this is a spicy take for anybody who maybe does not pay attention to Rush, but I think this is like the right take. I think that Rush Duel support is very like reminiscent of the original cards. They play on the original cards. And the TCG, OCG, sure, they're giving like old, you know, anime deck support, but they're so like all over the place that, yeah, I'm gonna say it's not a mild take, a spicy take, but it's one that I definitely agree with for sure, 100% agree with it. Thank you, Tyler, for the take. Dak, we have a voicemail one. Is that correct?
Oh, I love this.
Yes,
okay, and again, we have a number here. We have a phone number that you can call into. Let's go, man. Yeah, what's the call?
How you doing? This is Silver Napper.
Silver Napper.
Mine, I got one. Here's a good one. Anzu is better than every other DM character in the show, and the strongest duelist, in my opinion. Yeah, that's my hot take right there.
You know, that's actually wild considering we got that also as a part 2 take from
Ice Aiden
later. Yeah, that's wild.
I mean, that is such a crazy take that it almost feels borderline like a troll take. I'm not sure if Silver Napper is actually being serious. I'm going to assume that they are. And if that is really what they believe, that she is not only the best character in the original Yu-Gi-Oh, but the best duelist in the original Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean, you got to put it in a hot take, but that one is so insane. That man, it's that is a burning hot take. I mean, that is crazy. So,
I mean, you have to figure him calling her the best duelist is probably intentionally inflammatory, but like that's. And maybe I'm wrong, but like that's wild.
I mean that's the nature of the hot take phase. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Crazy, absolutely crazy. Silver Napper, thank you for the call in. I believe we have 3 more here. Nick T, what do you got for me?
Yep, we already read that. Number 6 here. We have. Oh, this one's from another regular here at Delayed on MTA, whose hot take says. Season 4 had the best mechanics in Yu-Gi-Oh! Fusing with spells/traps, punching your opponent, Kyotoras, damage counters becoming attack points, loss avoiders, and % damage reductions to get to 10 life points. Oh, an infinite attack, of course.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that as spicy. I think that's kind of a middle of the road take. I don't know if I agree with it. Season 4 certainly had a lot of creativity, as just, you know, beautifully outlined there by Delayed on MTA. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, to say it had the best mechanics in Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, maybe I upgrade this to hot. I'm gonna keep it spicy because there was so many like things that they did where I feel like a lot of people kind of hold. Like a lot of people view that Yugi Darts Kaiba duel as the most ridiculous, over-the-top duel. Maybe besides like the Don 1000 one in Zexal, but for people that haven't seen Zexal, I mean, that's got to be number 1. So yeah, I think that we have to put that at spicy. I'm gonna give it credit, but I can't give it super hot. So good take there, Delayed. Absolutely love it. And we got 2 more. Dak, what's the next one?
Yeah, so the next one here is my hot take is that the stupidest thing Kaiba did was ripping the Blue Eyes card in the beginning. He had no reason to do it in the first place. If he was scared someone would use it against him, why not just hide it away in case? You know, he had started the whole plot because he got scared.
I'm gonna say this is also kind of a medium take, because I think to say that is the stupidest thing he did is overlooking a lot of the stupid things he would then do in Battle City and the arcs to come, like, you know, blowing up the island with, you know, people still on it before it was clear to blow it up. I mean, he barely got
away.
He barely got off that island in time. So there were a lot of dumb, especially in the manga too. He was just a psycho. There were a lot of dumb things he did. And even the action of ripping it up. I mean, just looking at that, like, why on earth did he just not keep the card and lock it away with the, you know, multi-million-dollar company that he owned? I'm sure he could put that card in a very safe, secure location. I mean, he's so afraid of that card being used against him. One copy of a vanilla 3,000 attack point monster is not going to be the end for you, my friend, especially if that person doesn't have any, like, Blue Eyes support cards. But I get that there was deeper symbolism there. It's not as simple as that. So, yeah, I will go and I will say mild. No, not mild. I'm sorry, spicy. But
in the family, Mokuba could have had that.
Give it to Mokuba. Give it to Mokuba.
They could have had a tag team. You could have 4 Blue Eyes on the field at once.
Give it to Mokuba, yeah. But Yukishima, thank you so much for the comment there. And then we have one more. Dak, would you like to read it, my friend?
I would, but I just read mine.
Oh, Nixie, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
man. I'm
mine.
sorry about that, buddy.
Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. And this one is from Claire, and Claire's hot take is Siegfried von Schroeder is one of the best DM villains since he's not some over-the-top evil bad guy like Pegasus, Merrick, Bakuda, Darts, and Noah were. He's just a normal guy who was always second best to Kaiba and had legitimate grievances with him.
I do agree that he had legitimate grievances, and every now and then it is cool to see a villain that is not like a force of, like, God nature, whatever it may be, like a pure evil force. That sympathetic villain, right? But that said, I'm going to give this a hot take because there is no way that Siegfried is one of the best Yu-Gi-Oh! DM villains in my mind, because I thought Pegasus was done incredibly well. And I wouldn't even call Pegasus an over-the-top evil bad guy. I would call him a very, maybe short, evil victim of circumstance. But then to say Siegfried is better than Marek and Bakura and Pegasus,
Yeah.
That's a hot take. I don't agree with it. It's a hot take. I do agree that I like Siegfried more than Darts. I'm not sure about Noah. But yeah, Siegfried, to me, is not in that same echelon as a Pegasus, Marek, Bakura. But wow, love it. We got a lot of hot takes here, boys. A lot of hot takes.
Seriously. Excellent.
Yeah, excellent stuff to everybody.
Spicy take.
Yeah, to everybody that participated in the hot take phase. Thank you so much. You just watched one of the clips from my Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! Show, which airs every other Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you guys so much for your support. Please leave all your thoughts down below. Long live Yu-Gi-Oh! And I hope you have an amazing day. Take care, guys.